o'clock, straight up. Carton Show, Big Mac. Great to have you here, 888-808-1019. Just going to say right out of the gate, United States of America has lost the World Baseball Classic. It's a wrap. It's over.
Here we go.
No point in watching it. We cannot win it. We will not win it. And let's get the regular baseball season started as quickly as possible because I can tell you as a fact, A, they picked the wrong captain, and B, it's not our sport anymore. So let's pass the torch to, I don't know, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, maybe Britain, I don't know. But baseball is no longer ours, and we are not going to win the World Baseball Classic. I got to be honest about it. I don't even really care that much. I want to win at everything as a country, but I'm not going to lose sleep over the fact that Aaron Judge is the single worst team captain in the history of organized team sports. Spot the lie. Good afternoon there, Big Mac. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Craig. How are you?
I was in a good mood until I saw that speech.
Oh, stop.
Oh, my Lord.
It's a know-nothing speech.
No, it's problematic. By the way,
first of all,
you want to know why the New York Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009?
Here we go.
That's right.
This is the line I will draw.
Sorry.
This is why, in my mind, and I was thinking about this as all the people were crapping on Aaron Judge's speech, which, by the way,
yeah.
It wasn't all that inspiring. I think everyone agrees with that.
Can you just say it stunk?
Everyone agrees with that. It stunk.
Thank you.
But what was it first? And then we're going to get into my main point about why he's in a lose-lose situation right now.
Okay, go ahead.
He is in a lose-lose situation.
Go ahead.
Because if that speech was fantastic, if that speech rattled every single
I'd be
part
so
of your
much
heart,
happier.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
You know what you would say? Maybe not you. I'm not going to presume on any one person.
Go ahead, sir.
But the overall talking point would be, why the hell can't he do this for the Yankees? Why does he have this big resounding speech for USA? Yes, it would. And when they play, if he plays well, and they win, sure, you could do it. You could do it for Team USA. Why can't you do it for the Yankees? And if they lose and he doesn't play well, he can't play under pressure. There is no winning because it's not hockey. It's not the Olympics. It's not as you just said. It's not hockey. It's not the gold medal game against Canada. It's not the World Cup.
We're also not the best team.
This is our sport. Yes, they are the best team. They're favored to win.
They're not the best team.
They are the best team. They're favored to win.
Okay.
Who's better? You don't even know. Come on, stop
it. The Dominican team looks pretty good to me.
They have no pitching compared
Puerto Rican teams look pretty good to me.
Who's the best player on the Puerto Rican team?
Yeah,
exactly right. Lindor's not playing. Correa's not playing. You don't know.
Damn it.
You don't know. Don't try and just say silly things. They're the favorite. And if he plays well and they win, doesn't matter. He can't do it in October. If he doesn't play well and they lose, you see he can't play under pressure. He gives a great speech. Why can't he rile up the Yankees like this in their mid-June swoon? If he has a poor speech, which again... Paul Skeens admitted, Mark DeRosa stood up and spoke to the team.
Yes.
After that, Paul Skeens nudged Judge and said, come on, you should say something.
You're the captain.
Yeah, so say something. So he had this very generic...
It was awful.
It was not inspiring.
It was
I agree.
terrible.
It wasn't a
We're going to lose because of it.
They weren't about to run on the field.
Yeah.
And, the tournament still doesn't start till Friday. Let's not make a big deal out of this because you're going to get the shill out of me, and I don't want to be shill. I want to go one single day without necessarily being the Yankee shill. And you're going to start something stupid that's going to make me go all shillian. And I don't want to do it.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
You gave, two possibilities.
Yeah.
He doesn't play well. He does whatever it was you said there, right?
Yeah.
But you left out a third possibility, which I thought was fascinating.
What's that?
The possibility you left out is that he does play well.
Yeah, I know.
But they lose.
Oh, but they lose.
Yeah. Kind of like last year.
Yes,
right?
Like last year.
Aaron Judge batted like 450 in the postseason last year.
Other than the one, and I would argue the one biggest at bat for him with the bases loaded in game 2, where he struck out on a pitch that I still can't believe he swung at. Outside of that, he was incredible during the postseason.
Now, obviously, we're going to go back to the World Series Game 5 and the drop.
Yep.
And you brought up an interesting point that I have to push back on just a little bit. And that is the June swoon last year.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make more sense now when you saw Aaron Judge trying to get Team USA all riled up with a speech for the ages? He knows he's on camera. He knows DeRosa went first, and maybe he wasn't planning on speaking. But he's the team captain, right? Is there any part of you that says the June swoon now makes a lot more sense to me because as great a player as Aaron Judge has been and is and will be, he's not a great leader of men.
No.
And that's why he was not able to pull the Yankees out of last year's June swoon. That's a fair question.
No, it's not.
Don't attack me. Stop coming after me. But that is a fair question for somebody to ask.
Is Jeter a bad captain because he allowed 4 straight losses to the Boston Red Sox?
Did Jeter win World Series prior to 2004?
Prior. Yes. He wasn't a captain, though.
Okay, but did he win?
But he wasn't the captain.
But was he the de facto captain?
No.
Yes.
No.
Of course he was.
What's de facto?
He was the guy everybody looked at.
I don't know that.
He was the captain without the C,
He wasn't the
it.
captain.
But he was
the captain in 2004 when they lost 4 straight games to the Boston Red Sox.
But he was the captain.
Are we hanging that on him?
No.
No, we're not.
Because how many World Series did he win prior to that?
4.
Exactly. And he won after that as well.
Yes, he did.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So you lose that one.
I'm just saying.
But it's okay. I know this puts you in a bad spot.
I just want Bryce Harper.
Yes.
Nobody else, I'd rather be wearing the captaincy on his chest than Judgy.
Because Aaron Judge is a better baseball player than Bryce Harper.
Everyone else on that team.
Correct. Which is why he got voted captain.
Yes.
But he's a lousy speech maker. I can tell you that. I'm sorry.
I don't disagree that was a lousy speech.
It was the brutal speech.
It was a lousy speech. But again, he's being asked to just pop up out of nowhere and make a speech.
Oh, come on.
It's not like it's not
you
like
know
to
full
rile
well
the
you're going to give
boys
a
up. He knows
speech.
he's on camera. You don't know he's going to give a speech.
How do you not know that? You're the captain.
The captain doesn't have to give a speech all the time.
That's why he's the captain.
No, it's not. Captain leads by example sometimes.
Yes.
You think Jeter didn't give speeches?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows he did.
Bringing up Jeter. No, he didn't. He was a lead by example.
Yes.
Jorge Posada did his bidding. When someone needed to be spoken to, Jorge Posada went and did the
Jeter,
speaking.
quite famously, when it pressed against a wall in a bad spot, would speak to the team. Not frequently, that's true. But to say that Derek Jeter never stood up and said, "Hey, you dumb Fs, let's get our act together."
Is also, and you know what?
Yeah, I'm upset.
I shouldn't even brought up Jeter because it's not a great comp. You know why? Because he's not talking to the Yankees. He's talking to 2 players he's played with before.
Yeah.
He's talking to Team USA that got together 2 days ago.
Oh, stop it with that.
It's not like there's some...
Like they don't know each other?
No, they don't know each other that well.
Yes,
it's not a group that have played together all that much.
But they know each other.
He's never been at the World Classic. He's never played with Team USA on his shirt ever. He's admitted it. He wasn't good enough, ironically enough, when they were younger to come through and be on all those USA teams. He's a late bloomer. He bloomed at 26, 27 to become this great player. So he's not used to this. And again, don't disagree that it's not a great speech. It's not a great speech.
So we're in lockstep on that. Everyone agrees.
It's not a great speech.
By the way, do you have it there, Petey? If you haven't heard this yet because you're busy working, I totally respect that. I know you're saying to yourself, man, I can't wait to hear this lousy speech, so I'm going to do you a solid. It's not even that long. Because this is what unprepared bad captains do.
He spoke for 90 seconds.
I'm not even playing the 90 seconds.
Well, I'm just saying, reporters there said it was about 1 minute to 90 seconds worth of talking. That's it.
By the way, within 10 seconds, you're going to say, here, my friends, is the worst captain speech we've heard in the history of organized team sports. Your captain, my friend, Aaron Judge.
Sacrifice for your family at home. You're sacrificing for your country, and you're sacrificing for the brothers in the trenches with you every single day. And that's one thing I want us to do, fellas. We're down, we're beat up a little bit, man. Lean into each other, man. We're gonna lay it out on the line. If we do that, we'll bring the goal home, man. I'm telling you.
What do you want him to do? What kind of rah-rah speech?
By the way,
this is not Herb Brooks before they take on the Russians.
I know we're a little banged up right now.
No, if we get a little banged up.
No. He said, I know we're a little banged up right now. You haven't even played yet. You already banged up?
I thought he said if we're a little banged up.
He said we're already a little banged up.
His point was to buy into each other.
Yeah,
let's become a team here. It's only a few weeks together. We're only going to play, what is it, a max? If they win the whole thing, they play like 7 or 8 games. So let's get together, buy into each other, become a team really quickly because we have to.
Do you know what happened after his speech, by the way? And I thought this was very telling. Scooble said after a speech like that, I'm not pitching 55 pitches. You got 20 out of me.
I knew
what a great leader.
I knew this. I knew this was all. The second I saw this speech, I said, "This is Craig's name written all over
because
this
it's so disappointing and deflating."
It's just the night.
Here's the thing, Big Mac. We're still walking on air because of the men's and women's hockey teams winning gold.
Where's their speech?
This is the next international event for America to dominate. We dominated Canada. They're dead. We dominated Iran. They're dead. And now we have a chance to dominate all of Latin America.
And they still might do that.
And that's the speech we get on the heels of Olympic gold, sir?
First of all, again.
He should never speak again.
I don't know what to tell you. It's not the Olympic medals.
I know.
We're not going to care about this. If he wins, if Judge hits a walk-off home run against Japan in the final game.
Awesome.
No one's going to. You think it's going to be the same thing as Jack Hughes?
We're not getting there.
You think that's going to be the same thing as Jack Hughes?
Is it against Ohtani? Then yes, it would be. If he hits a game-winning home run against Ohtani, then we're going to celebrate him like he's Jack Hughes. Yes.
Do you remember how the last one ended?
Which one?
The last World Baseball Classic.
Matter of fact, I do.
How did it end?
Well, I'm cheating, but I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Did I know 3 days ago? No, probably not.
Okay.
But now that it's coming up, I've done the research.
So how did it end?
How did it end?
Yeah.
Edwin Diaz tore his ACL celebrating.
Yeah.
Ohtani struck out. Do you know who he struck out?
He pitched and he struck out.
I said, do you know who he struck out?
Yeah, but you said Ohtani struck out.
I said Ohtani struck out. Do you know who he struck out?
Oh, okay.
I was finishing the sentence, sir.
Okay.
Do you know who he struck out?
I do.
You should.
I do.
You should know better than I know.
His former teammate.
That's correct. That's right. A guy by the name of Mike Trout.
Yes.
With the World Baseball Classic on the line. Yeah. Mike Trout, but let's be honest. Mike Trout in an international competition is kind of like Scotty Scheffler last year at the Blue Course.
Yeah.
It's okay when you're making money to make a birdie, but when your country's flag's on your ass, you can't make a single birdie. Yeah, right to cut my ass, Scotty Scheffler. Yeah, that's what your guy is.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. No one cares. No one remembers that. You ask 10 people in the street, they have no idea.
That's correct.
How the World Baseball Classic ended. Well. This is not the gold medal game. This is not the World Cup. This is our sport. If they win the gold, if the United States were to win the World Cup, we would be beside ourselves because if they weren't playing in America, they'd not even make the tournament. Like, that's how much of an upset it would be. It's the first time hockey has won a gold medal in 40 years. Baseball is America's game. We're expected to win.
Okay.
And we're expecting great speeches and home runs and all the nonsense. No one's going to care if he's successful. If he's failed, it's an easy way to it's an easy way to get him.
Yep.
And if he's successful, no one will give a damn.
Wow.
He is in a lose-lose situation, and the first lose-lose situation popped up with this stupid speech.
That's on him, not me. 888-808-1019. That's the phone number to call right now. You're a diehard Yankee fan, or you're just a good, God-fearing American like me. What's your reaction to that lousy, boring, put-you-to-sleep speech from the captain of Team USA? That's one. Let's do some football also, Big Mac, okay?
Let's do some football.
Because the New York Jets did what competent teams do when they've got a guy that they want to re-sign to a multi-year deal, but they haven't agreed to terms yet. Bang! Franchise tag his ass.
Yep.
Breece Hall is going to be a Jet this year. I think they'll get a 3-year contract done at some point in July when they're allowed to. But again, another competent move by the New York Jets.
Absolutely, you had to do it. And Muji kept his word. He promised that Breece Hall would be on the team. They gave him the franchise tag. He's going to be back. It came with a report that they are working on a contract, and there's an expectation that it's going to happen. But I would say this, because I don't know if you saw this, because it happened 2 hours ago.
Go ahead.
Did you see Breece Hall's tweet?
I did not. I was in a sales meeting.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Breece Hall tweeted out, always been the type to bet on myself.
Okay.
Been working. See y'all soon. Love.
Meaning he's not going to try to sign the 3-year extension? He's going to suck up
Is that how you took it?
That's exactly how I took it.
That's how I'm taking it.
That
always been the type to bet on myself.
So I'll take the 1-year deal.
Yep.
About $14 million. I'm not going to sign an extension.
Yeah.
And I'll go out there and have a 1,500-yard season, and
then I'll get paid
franchise
next
me
year.
Again, which is their right to do.
Yeah, well, they could franchise him again, but the money is exponential.
Yes.
He would get a ton of money. I don't think the Jets would do that.
Probably not, because it's too much money for 1 year for a running back.
Too much money for one player, running back especially.
I respect that. It's a good answer.
I respect it too, but my point is,
it's not real.
The report from Schefter was they're working on a deal. It's kind of expectations that the deal will be made before the season starts, but he's getting tagged right now. Breece Hall, that makes me think, I don't know if he is going to sign a deal.
Look, no player likes to be franchise tagged. We've learned that historically.
Yeah.
So my gut is that's just a kid in his mid-20s saying, I'll bet on myself if I have to. I have no problem betting on myself, and I'll take the $14 million. He'd be a fool not to take a 3-year contract with $20 guaranteed.
I would think so.
Because as a running back, especially a running back that's already had a devastating knee injury and lost out on the majority of a season, the reality is that if you can get $20 million guaranteed, $22 million guaranteed, although it's over the course of a couple years, take the guaranteed money. That'd be my advice. So I appreciate the fact that he's willing to bet on himself. as a Jet fan, I'm happy he's coming back, even if it's just for 1 year.
Right.
But I think Adam Schefter is probably right. They will get a contract extension done because it's in his best interest to get it done.
Is it in the Jets' best interest?
I think so.
To give him a long, like
22 guaranteed, which is what I think it's going to be in that ballpark. Over the course of 2 years, that brings it down to 11 per.
Yeah.
For a stud running back. Yeah. I think it's a fair deal.
I mean, I don't disagree. The question is, do you envision winning in the next 2 or 3 years?
I do not. Well,
then why do you want to pay a running back?
Because someone's got to play running back.
Well, that's true.
And I do owe it, I think, to my embattled fan base and to the other guys in the locker room. And I've got $90 million against the cap to spend. I got to spend it.
Yeah.
And I need somebody who I can trust to run the football. Because let's be honest.
And if you're going to have a young quarterback.
Whomever our quarterback is, it's either going to be a young, inexperienced guy, maybe a draft pick, or it's going to be a guy that's probably towards being over the hill. I got to run the football to have any semblance of a chance of being competitive this year.
Yeah.
So as a Jet fan, I totally support what the Jets did with Breece Hall. I do.
No,
100%.
I don't disagree. I think keeping Breece Hall is important. I think there's a conversation around whether or not it's in the best interest of the Jets to give him a 3-year deal, which I think is what he would take.
But only 22 would be guaranteed. Like it would be a 3-year guarantee.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I think it's a very smart move. I'm curious to see if they're going to sign the contract between whether or not the Jets want to, whether or not Breece wants to with that tweet. But yeah, it's a very good move for the Jets, and it proves that Muji was being legit when he said Breece Hall is going to be on the Jets.
I got to be honest, I'm starting to get the sense that this Darren Muji is a good general manager.
I can't point to one single move and say that was a terrible move.
Now look, this was the obvious move to make.
Yep.
You're not going to let him walk for nothing. So it's either you sign a multi-year extension or franchise him. And the franchise deadline's today at 4 o'clock. So in the next 2 hours, we're going to hear about Pickens, in Dallas. You're going to hear, I guess, Seattle's decided they're not franchising Kenny Walker. So for you Giant fans, you want to go out there and get Kenneth Walker as a free agent and not waste a draft pick on a running back?
No.
That's available for you there as well. So in the next hour and a half, we're going to hear a bunch of guys that do get franchised. We'll be surprised, I think, with a handful of guys that don't get franchised as well. Either way, we'll take your calls on it. Got a great show for you today. 888-808-1019.